Hello everyone, it is me Vegeta T23 and welcome back to my new What If. Today we're talking about what if Vegeta was born with God Ki. Before I start, I'd like to mention that I created a Discord server for you to join. The link is in the description of this video, so if you'd like to join in and talk to me and the rest of my fans, it's there. I'd also like to mention that I created an Instagram so you can survey my very uninteresting life. I mainly post Osu stuff. Now back to the video. In the last part we discussed how Whis occasionally visit the Earth for food and to talk to the Earthlings and Saiyans. Vegeta knew Whis was no ordinary attendant, and he was right, as Whis told him he was Beerus' master. Vegeta then asked to be trained and Whis obliged. After 6 months the rest of the Saiyans arrived, those being Goku, Broly and Trunks. They then trained there for a whole year and got plenty powerful. Every single one reaching the power of the gods. Frieza got revived and decided to train for a whole year, and got quite a lot from it. The Saiyans return home to find out Frieza is coming back, so they wait. Jocko comes and warns them of the time of Frieza's arrival, and they prepare for it. Frieza arrives and Goku is the first to fight as he displays the fruits of his training. But it was all in vain, as Frieza displays some of his forms, first being his golden form and then complete golden form, or in short, his god form. He wipes the floor with Goku, so Vegeta has to step in. With the recap out of the way, let's continue the what if. Vegeta decided to fight Frieza as he goes Super Saiyan Blue evolution right away and rushes towards Frieza. Frieza does have a tougher time with Vegeta, but keeps his composure because all he has to do is to power up a bit further. Vegeta knows this can take a while, so they come to a standstill.
You're not half as bad as I thought.
Neither are you, Cumstain. Who would have thought you would actually train in your life?
You shut your mouth. This was a necessary sacrifice to rid the humans of you monkeys, so I can claim my dominance over the entire universe.
You ain't claiming shit when I'm around. And this is my latest transformation in my arsenal. Mastered Evolution. Or you can just call it Super Saiyan Green. I think this will be enough for you, Cumstain.
Well, you powered up a little, I guess. Let's throw some hands, monkey.
Vegeta goes and attacks again, this time not hesitating on restraining his power. Rather, he swings as hard as he can and as fast as he can to throw Frieza off and disorient him. Frieza sure is disoriented and can't fathom the fact that he's being overpowered, even though Vegeta is hitting him full power. But Vegeta doesn't show it like that.
Really? Is that how you repay me? After I made you my main monkey to take place in my force? Going full power right from the start?
Full power? I think I hit you too hard. I mean, this is nothing.
Vegeta is trying to make Frieza believe he isn't the strongest anymore, and that he doesn't have any more room to improve. Frieza gets mad and tries to power up even further, but the stress from the form and the fact that he's taken a lot of damage has taken its toll on him. Frieza then tries attacking blindly, trying to inflict at least some damage to our Saiyan Prince, but simply can't, and he then gets thrown back into the dirt. Frieza then goes crazy and, without thinking, he goes and starts destroying himself, similarly to Vegeta's final atonement. Vegeta knew that if he succeeds doing it and surviving, he will wreak havoc throughout the universe. Vegeta knew he had no time to waste as he goes into that huge blast Frieza created, as he appears right in front of Frieza and uses his final flash to dispose of him instantly. What energy Frieza generated went off and exploded, making actually quite a bit of damage, but not enough to destroy Vegeta or the rest of the squad. Frieza is nowhere to be seen until he's heard not too far away. We see Frieza dug into the dirt from his attempt of destroying Earth and cursing himself, missing most of his body and a part of the head. He can't believe a monkey has surpassed him and is now trying to plead for mercy, but Vegeta simply doesn't care.
Your first death was because you thought you could make my people and me slaves to your desire. This one is for them, the ones you destroyed, the ones you were faithful to your command. Now go back to your hell and don't even think of resurrecting again.
With Vegeta's little speech, Frieza leaves this realm for good. One more enemy remains, or more enemies, and that's the entire force, which he disposes of very quickly by firing a beam, which disintegrates almost all of the goons. Vegeta took some of them remaining soldiers on with the rest of the fighters. Peace is there at last, and Vegeta seems to be completely at peace. Actually, literally, having destroyed Frieza the second time. He finally has some peace within him, and he immediately goes home with the rest of the fighters who just follow him, and he lays on a couch and rests, while the rest are confused on what's going on, seeing Vegeta at rest, thinking that he's not really the usual self.
My life, my decisions, they're finally free from tyranny of his. I don't have to be afraid to look back to see another Frieza soldier coming up, or any of his kind in fact. I have nothing to train for anymore, but joy.
Everyone seems to be thrown off by Vegeta's sudden change in character, being weirded out that Vegeta, of all people, is saying things calmly and without a care in the world, pretty much hearing his real voice and not a tough boy tone. Vegeta then gets up and mentions how he will finally continue training because that's what the Saiyan in his blood tells him to do, and they go train after calling up Whis to pick them up and train them. So they go to Beerus' world and they train hard. Goku is experimenting with Kaioken and his form, Trunks is trying to better himself with Super Saiyan Blue evolution, and Broly is actually mind training to improve his control in a fight and not let anger take over him as often, and they're all doing well actually. All of a sudden, they get a visit by none other than Champa, and he awakens Beerus to try this new food, and Champa of course enjoys it, but our boys don't. So our boys whip out the ramen, and everyone enjoys it, even Champa. Champa is weirded out by the food, and he wants to take Earth for himself, and they agree for a tournament to see who will take over Earth. And it's set. Vegeta looks at his peers and realizes that they're all there. So Vegeta, being as cocky as Goku, says that they have 3 days to gather their opponents and how the rules will be the same as the Tenkaichi Budokai. Champa agrees with those rules and they leave the premises. Vegeta then knows exactly who to pick up for the last competitor, and that is Raddus. Although he doesn't have any god forms, he can handle himself pretty much as well. So they come to recruit him. Trunks, trying to be on top of things, asks Raddus to spar with him for a bit to see if he meets the mark, and they begin. The fight starts off pretty simple, with each of them landing blows, and Trunks is actually pushed to Super Saiyan 2. Raddus then transforms into Super Saiyan 3, and Trunks actually has some faith in the team, but Raddus exits out of it, saying,
This form takes a lot of energy from me, since I didn't train in it long enough, you know. But I do have one more, much easier to control transformation to go, and I think you're gonna love it. This is what I call Super Saiyan 4, the true and final power to a Saiyan race. Hope it meets your expectations. I can't wait to test it out.
Raddus continues the fight, and Trunks is being pushed back by a lot, as he has to resort to the Super Saiyan God. Raddus now knows he fucked up, but Trunks doesn't do anything.
You pushed me to Super Saiyan God. I'm glad. You do just fine, man.
With that, they begin preparations for the tournament by planning on how to pull it off, as well as slipping a bit of training on the side. With that, we're leaving things be for now. Thank you for watching. If you think I'm greedy with donations, then click dislike. But if you like the video, hit that like button. If you'd like me to cover your idea in the near future, comment down below. And as always, peace out.